At different times in our lives, we've all prayed and asked God for something, only to find that it didn't happen as quickly as we hoped. Over the years, I've realized that delays in God's responses are not denials. The spiritual realm is much broader than our physical world, and we often don't see what's happening behind the scenes unless God reveals it. A compelling Old Testament story illustrates this. Daniel's prayer was heard in heaven, but the angel sent to answer him was delayed. The angel, whose name isn't mentioned, was engaged in a struggle with the prince of Persia for 21 days and needed Michael the archangel's help to prevail. Despite the angel's earnest efforts over 3 weeks, he couldn't get through due to the interference of this high-ranking demon. This story teaches us that demonic forces, like angels, have various ranks and powers. Ephesians 6:12 tells us that our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, powers, and spiritual wickedness in high places. The Bible mentions only three named angels: Michael, Gabriel, and Lucifer, the fallen angel. The significance of Daniel's prayer lies in its powerful impact on the spiritual realm, prompting the call for reinforcements. It's no coincidence that the angel's struggle lasted as long as Daniel's fasting and praying, 21 days. If Daniel had given up earlier, he might have blocked the angel's arrival. So, I ask you, are you obstructing your angel? Are you giving up on prayer too soon due to discouragement or impatience? Sometimes we assume that God isn't listening or isn't providing a favorable answer because we don't see immediate results. We all desire quick answers, but not everything happens instantly. The Bible assures us that God values the persistent prayers of the righteous, not the length but the strength and passion behind them. Keep praying and don't give up. Prayer is our direct line to God, not a substitute for human or professional help. Even if we don't see immediate change, our prayers are heard. There's often a spiritual battle taking place, and it's our job to engage through persistent prayer. Prayer opens the heavens, brings God into our situations, and reaches places we cannot on our own. Be passionate about prayer, as this passion leads to effectiveness. Don't be the person who gives up and blocks their angel. Be persistent, as this persistence touches heaven and brings results. Luke 11:9 tells us to keep asking, seeking, and knocking. Jesus used parables to illustrate that persistent prayer is crucial and that we might need to pray repeatedly until we receive our answer. If you're waiting for God's response, don't lose heart. Persistence in prayer is a weapon Satan fears and will try to discourage us from. The Bible advocates for persistence in prayer, and though many believers falter, it's worth the effort. Jesus exemplified and taught persistence. John 8:31-32 reveals that through persistence we come to understand the truth, which sets us free. Decide today to be persistent in your prayers. Even when facing difficulties, stand firm and fight back with prayer. Whether facing illness, challenges, or setbacks, remember that God's plans for you will prevail. This year, embrace boldness and take a stand like the heroes of faith in the Bible. God has equipped and favored you, and His angels protect and guide you. Your persistent prayer can bring the change you seek, and Satan fears your unwavering commitment to prayer. Begin today, and don't let up. Your answer might be in the midst of a spiritual battle right now. Remember, Satan trembles when even the weakest saint prays persistently.